Hey, Doug Larry for Doc Sports, and today is Friday, March the 26th, the last Friday of the month of March. And we are back with another free pick for you today. Yesterday's was not a winner, Mississippi State. Oddly enough, I don't know what you know about Richmond, but Richmond is not a, let's just call it, particularly strong defensive team, and they certainly don't generate many turnovers, but yet Mississippi State committed 17 of them yesterday. And that's exactly the reason why they didn't cover. Surprise to me, I'm sure a surprise to many others as well. And it kind of was the same theme in two of the other games. Colorado State doesn't turn the ball over much, but NC State did against them. So that was interesting. So they failed to cover. And Memphis, not a good free throw shooting team. I knew that going in. Yet 6 for 15 in free throws last night. And they failed to cover the spread by 2. So even if they just make 2 more free throws, just 2 more, which is still below their average, they cover. So it was just one of those nights in college basketball and in the NIT in particular. Conversely, NBA had a winner, and I'm the first to admit it was a lucky winner on that one, because the Knicks did not come to play for the first 30 minutes against Washington. And when they did, they turned up the defense. They overcame, they were basically in the third quarter trailing 15 to 17 points for a good portion of it. They turned up the defense. They got after it. They started making shots. Washington folded like they typically do. And the Knicks ended up covering by 1. So that was a winner. Sometimes you get it good. Sometimes you don't. Okay, it's the nature of sports betting, and perfect example of it was last night. So going the NBA 23-13 of late. So with the fortunate winner, let's see here, that's 63.8% and up over 3,200 based on units. So tonight coming back with a 5-unit best bet tonight in the NBA, just one play in the NBA tonight. Passing on hockey today, the golf picks, by the time you see this video, one of the 2 that I had already teed off, so I'm not going to waste your time with that one. So instead, we're going to get right to today's free pick in the NBA. I was originally going to put out Miami Heat and the Charlotte Hornets under. However, that total, as from the time I saw it last night until this morning when I was going to choose it, it plummeted. So I'm off that one completely. So instead, I'm looking at Milwaukee and Boston. And Milwaukee escaped with a 2-point victory on Wednesday night over Boston. And in that game, they led by as many as 25 points early. They led by 15 in the fourth quarter and had to absolutely hang on to win against Boston by 2 points. That gave Milwaukee, that extended their winning streak to 8 games, and they are 13-1 straight up since February the 19th. Boston, on the other hand, 1-5 straight up recently, and they traded away Theus and Teague yesterday, 2 key bench players off their team. Their situation, so that weakens their bench, certainly coming into this game. And it further complicates matters is the C's Tristan Thompson, he's out with virus protocols. So they're, beyond the starters, not much coming off the bench. Celtics are only 8-16 straight up and against the spread on the road. And additionally, the last 127 times a home team like Milwaukee plays a game where they've had 5 or more consecutive victories. They have a win percentage between 60 and 75%, and they're playing against a marginally losing team like Boston. They have won by an average of 11 points per game. So what are we going to do? We're going to take Milwaukee minus the 6 tonight for our free play. All right. So again, sign up to this channel. If you have never, first time you're here, sign up to subscribe to this channel, I should say. 192 winners in the last 294 days. You can do the math on that. Well over 60% on free plays. Tonight, I have as I said, a 5-unit best bet going in the NBA. And of course, I'll have college basketball plays over the weekend. And adding in horse racing coming up. I got a horse racing play or 2 for Saturday. So you can check that out also at the Doug Upstone page. As far as the Wise Guy plays today, I don't have one today, and I'll tell you exactly why. The criteria for my Wise Guy plays has always been that whomever it is, they have to be hitting at least 61% over their last 10 plays on their best bets, okay? That could be their top play or the one just below it. Either way, right now, nobody in that group is doing that, okay? So I'm not going to give you a play that's not worthy of, from my perspective, for you, okay, to even consider to place a bet on. So I'm not going to give it to you. There's 4 guys that could go over that as of tomorrow. So we'll see who does, and I'll choose the best one for you if I got to play for you tomorrow. So just want to let you know that transparency. I'm not going to give you something that I don't believe is not good. Okay, so I'll be back tomorrow, Saturday, to talk about something with college basketball, most likely for a free play, and of course have plays then. So this is Doug Upstone for Doc Sports. Until then, I'm out.